But the essence of it is that the promoters of the site, or whoever is taking the site forward, have to raise a very substantial sum of money to undertake that work. And our difficulty in the last few months has been judging when work will be sufficiently advanced to have a useful meeting. And that's the main reason why we've had to postpone the meeting on a couple of occasions. And I'm sorry for the changed dates that you've all experienced there, but it is this difficult job of trying to predict when we will have material that is really useful to discuss. We had to forego our November meeting on those grounds. We tried to see if something would be suitable in January, but it wasn't. I'm pleased that we are having a meeting today. Not everything may be lined up ideally, and that's partly because no single party is in total control of the process. Once you pass your planning, your key planning stage, the Welborne plan. In other words, there are those who have to take forward the planning application, but there are those who have to judge it and regulate it and decide whether it meets the objectives that have been set out in the plan. So this is really to say that inevitably we are at a stage where what we've got in front of us is an iceberg. There is a small amount visible on the surface, and there is a colossal amount below the surface, which is all very important stuff. But we won't know about that because of the way things work at this stage of the planning process. The resource required to do a very detailed planning application, as I say, is substantial, but it is tiny itself compared with the process of investment in the site. Remember that when we've talked about Welborne before, we've envisaged a scheme which is going to consume very, very large amounts of public and private money. Probably the best part of £1 billion over the course of its 30-year life. Getting the best possible conditions for that investment is quite demanding. And that's partly the submerged part of the iceberg that I've just been talking about.